Rumors are that allegedly there could be a big negotiation war going on behind the scenes for season 15 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Who is this war between? I'll give you a hint. One side is Porsha, and I'm going to tell you who's on the other side right after this. What's up, kinfolk, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, do me a favor and subscribe. And if you already are subscribed, do me a favor and get notified, so you'll know whenever I upload new videos to the channel. Alright, kinfolk, come on into the house. We have a lot to talk about. And it centers around rumors that allegedly there could be a big negotiations war going on behind the scenes for season 15 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Who is this war between? Well, allegedly one side is Porsha. And who's on the other side? Well, I have some new information that may answer that question and more. And here it goes. Industry insiders say that allegedly there could be a big behind-the-scenes contract negotiations war happening between veteran housewives and production. Allegedly, several veteran housewives were outraged over rumors that Porsha was being paid $5 million to return for season 15. Sources say many people behind the scenes allegedly think where there is smoke, there is fire, and that the network could be gearing up to offer Porsha an astronomical payday for her return. Many industry insiders feel that if this rumor is true, then it's a slap in the face to the current veteran housewives who did all the heavy lifting to restore Real Housewives of Atlanta back to the #1 spot this season. They did so without Porsha's help, so a big payday for her doesn't quite make sense, said the source. So the question is, will the current housewives play hardball against Porsha and production? Well, sources reveal that the network and production can expect a hard fight and a big negotiations war if Porsha manages to outbid the other ladies and their contracts. One industry insider said, the money is there. If Porsha's spinoff and wedding specials are both canceled, then there is more than enough production money to cut Porsha a $5 million check. However, if the network and producers are smart, then they should spread the extra money around to the current OGs and veteran housewives on the show. But will they? Another source said, it depends on how bad they want Porsha back. Everyone knows that the money is there, and Porsha could demand it all. From her perspective, she could argue that this money is hers to begin with and should be hers at the end. This type of thinking could leave Bravo in a bind. If these rumors of a $5 million Porsha payday are true, then the other housewives will have no other choice but to counteroffer their contracts, ended the source. For now, industry insiders say it's all speculation at this point. However, with filming rumored to begin starting filming in October for next season, we will just have to wait and see, and we probably will know something sooner than later. Now, kinfolk, I'll be honest with you. When I first heard this rumor of Porsha and her $5 million alleged payday for returning to this season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, I said there's no way that they would give Porsha $5 million. I don't think her storyline is necessarily worth $5 million. However, I started to think differently when I heard this rumor. When the rumor came out that Porsha's wedding special had been canceled, along with her spinoff, then I started to think that a $5 million payday could make sense. And the reason why I say it could make sense, because when my source pointed out the fact that if both shows are canceled, then the money in the production budget is there. And Porsha could theoretically argue that, well, the money that you all were going to spend for the production of my spinoff and the production of my wedding special, all that money can go to my contract since it was going to be mine anyway. So, in that logic, I could see how Bravo could very well rationalize giving Porsha a $5 million payday. Now, of course, giving Porsha a $5 million payday, do I think that her storyline is worth $5 million? As I said in the other video, a couple videos back, I think her storyline is interesting, but I think a lot of interest has fallen off between her and Sam's relationship. So I don't think it's necessarily worth $5 million. Although the money is there, I don't think that it is worth giving all to Porsha because her storyline is kind of, it's not as interesting as it once was. And as my source said, the smart thing would be to divide the money up amongst the OGs and the veteran housewives who actually has started carrying the show in Porsha and in Nene's absence. So, with that being said, it leads me to this next point about the fans. And a lot of fans feel a certain way about this rumor about Porsha getting $5 million because of this. If you're on social media, you know that the fans of Real Housewives of Atlanta, true fans of Real Housewives of Atlanta, have really been enjoying this season. They had a outstanding season when it came to ratings, both during the live broadcast, also during social media and on demand and streaming. So it's without a doubt the ladies are back, and they're back on top in the #1 spot. So a lot of fans have been arguing that it would not be fair to give Porsha a $5 million payday when the current group of ladies have carried the show, restored the show back to its glory days, all without Porsha and all without Nene. So for them to come in and give Porsha a $5 million payday without giving the other ladies a payday, increasing their salaries, it just doesn't seem fair. Now it's all speculation and allegations that Porsha will receive a $5 million contract, or that she was offered a $5 million contract. However, the principle still remains the same. Even if they do offer Porsha an increase in her pay to return back to the franchise, it's only fair that they give the other ladies also an increase in their pay because, I mean, they really did the grunt work. This is the first time that we've had this many newbies on a show and only a small amount of veterans on the show. Do you know how much work that the veterans and the OGs had to do in order to help produce the newbies who are new to this format? So, in theory, you know, you would really have to increase the OG and the veterans' payday because they really did do the heavy lifting. Now, kinfolk. Now, I will say this. My source did not give me any details on which housewives were really or could potentially really throw a fit and cause a negotiation war if it was leaked that Porsha did receive a $5 million payday. But I can pretty much guess which housewives would have a big problem with that. And the housewives, I think, are these. One, without a doubt, would be Marlo. Marlo would throw a fit if she knew Porsha got a $5 million alleged payday to return back to the Housewives franchise. Because, you know, Marlo was rumored to have was rumored to have allegedly stopped the production of her own spinoff show because she felt like when Todd and Kandi were producing her show about her being a fashionista in Atlanta, that some of the things they were giving her was not up to standard. So I think from what I've been hearing, she, you know, took that deal off the table. So if she even knew Porsha was getting $5 million, even thought Porsha got $5 million, you can reassure yourself that Marlo is going to go to bat for her brand and for her paycheck. The other housewife that I think that would actually have a big problem with this is Kandi. And the reason why is because Kandi is a businesswoman and she understands contract negotiations. She understands reality TV show value and a cast member, and she understands ratings and metrics. And so I could see Kandi going to Bravo in a very professional way saying, you know, That's okay what you doing for Portia, but we gave you the numbers, we gave you the views, we gave you the advertisement dollars. So if you're gonna give her $5 million, then we are deserving of $5 million as well. Now, again, it's all allegations and it's all speculation that they're going to actually give or gave Portia $5 million to return. But once again, the principle is still the same. Now, the one housewife I think that wouldn't care either way if Portia got a $5 million payday is actually this person. I don't think Kenya would mind if Portia got a $5 million payday to come back to the franchise. Kenya, from what my sources have said, was much like Nene when it came to the show. She understood how to let things ride because of the greater good of the show. My sources told me that this was on display allegedly when her and Portia got into that physical altercation. There were talks about Kenya could allegedly, sue Portia or file charges against Portia and the network and this, that, third, fourth, fifth, and the sixth. However, my sources say, although Kenya was, emotionally scarred and hurt by what happened, at the end of the day, she knew that it made great television. And all of my sources always said that Kenya understands that, that some concessions have to be made in order to make great television. You make great television, you keep the show going. You keep the show going, you keep the paycheck going. So Kenya's eyes, from my sources have been telling me about her time on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, is always at the end game. And she never gets, caught up in the moment. And also, from my sources are telling me that Kenya also probably wouldn't have a problem with Portia getting a $5 million payday, because Kenya, as you guys know, her hair care brand has hit multi-million-dollar status with all of its sales, with all of its locations. So really, Kenya and her not getting $5 million from the Real Housewives franchise to return next year, it really wouldn't hurt her pockets, because once again, she understood the game of creating your brand and also creating a brand outside the show to where you're good either way. But kinfolk, again, this is all speculation, and we will see sooner or later, because the ladies are rumored to be starting filming in October. But kinfolk, I want to know what you guys think. Do you think Portia is worth a $5 million payday? And if so, do you think that the other housewives should also argue for a $5 million payday because they did all of the grunt work in her absence and in Nene's absence? Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Alright, kinfolk, as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys over on the next one. Peace.